Lewis Brinson, who has struck out and walked. Would seem to be a good candidate for an extension. They have Geraldo Perdomo in their system, who was at Visalia. Jackson Generals did really well in the Southern League. A lot of championships all over the minors. Brinson ahead 3-0.
The game at a higher level, and each level you advance, it gets a little tougher, obviously. But if you can find ways to win, starting in rookie ball.
Count on Brinson, 3-2. Also, don't you have to learn how to win? There's a lot of talk about growing up in a winning culture.
Todd Hollingsworth, Craig Minervini. It's Lewis Brinson, Cameron Maben, and JT Realmuto against Jesse Biddle. As Brinson squares to bunt. Whoa, look out. He was ready. Be dangerous if you don't have your head on a swivel, but they do down there. They're ready for it. Brinson swings and misses, one away here.
Joyce, who would have pinch hit had they still been behind and left Brinson in the game.
Of course, Brinson is a
fastball just misses outside. And a 3-0 green light. Cervelli homers.
2 slider.
You know, it's funny.
Fastballs, they don't get hit. Throw them above 95. The Major League
Kinsler up in the Miami pen. Kinsler is the closer. And a high fly ball to left field again, but Gurriel finds it, has room, and makes the catch. Baseball. That's maybe the best pitch.
Speedy second baseman out to start the inning.
Another block, 2-2. And the 2-2. Looks like he went, but on the appeal they see. And he walked him. And the frustration.
6th inning, Lewis Brinson leads off against Robert Gazelman. Brinson is 0 for 2. And Gazelman gets ahead of him 0-2. Martin Prado on deck, and then put the Marlins in front of the 5th. And the curveball strikes out Brinson. 3 pitches and he is down. Gazelman has his first strikeout, 1 out in the 6th.
Lewis Brinson, the center fielder, leads off the Miami 3rd against. Start on Father's Day. dbacks.com/dad for your tickets. Hitting last night. He singled and walked in Friday's opener. Didn't go. Says
interest in this one.
Uh-oh. This sounds like your staff has been hard at work.
That'd be a change.
True.
On yesterday's date in 1995, the ex-Famer.
Swing and a miss. There's the breaking ball for Matt Cook. His second strike.
That's 4 1/3 innings of no contact. That's a tough way to win. The strike. 0-2. Watch every out-of-market regular season game. Martin ready. Here she comes. Fly ball to left. And that's the second out. Ortega hardly had to move, and the Braves are now away from their 13th win against Miami.
Told me a great story about acquiring Orlando Cepeda back in 1967. And at that point, Stan the Man was no longer affiliated, at least in the batter here, for Miami. They wanted to acquire Orlando Cepeda. They get with Bing Devine, the GM. They talk for a couple of hours, and Red says, I want to bring Stan into this conversation. If they want him, go get him. So Bing says, all right, we'll try our best. Next morning, Red gets on the phone with Gussie Busch, which he never called Gussie. There's a fly ball in left. Gets the secretary who he knew. Gussie says, who is that? As Red explained it.
He's Stefani, but Riggleman talked about Lorenzen today. He threw a 40-pitch bullpen yesterday. And he said that he expects him, now whether or not this happens, I expect him to be with the Reds sometime this month. We'll see.
Well, it's already the 5th.
Hard on a guy.
Not at all.
He said mid to late month. I should have clarified. Big looping swing of Brinson. Third time he struck out tonight.
I probably ought to qualify that statement. Michael Lorenzen, I'm a big fan of his. It's very difficult, and we've sat through hundreds of
those
these
games. Pitchers loved it, right?
Well, I remember,
Brinson's only hitting 100 for Milwaukee. Top prospect in their organization right now. I don't know when the practice of allowing fans to keep foul balls.
Use it again.
Broken bat. And short. Quick release. And that takes care of Brinson and the Brewers.
He started the 7th inning with a walk. And on the first pitch, a ground ball to short. Russell for out number 1. Koji Uehara.
ERA in 37 games, and he'll face Lewis Brinson.
This guy is crushing. Now, it does not overpower you. The fastball, you see that one at 91 miles per hour. Uehara, almost that same repertoire. Pinpoint command is huge with the fastball in those spots.
In the air to right center field. Back on it is Jay with room to make the catch. One away. It's eerie how similar.